everyone should be following. New students arrive at Central High School. A look inside at the marching band season, and the boys golf season is underway. Hi, I'm Brian Johnson, and you're watching Eagle Zone Live. Well, almost live. We had a problem with our TriCaster and a replacement is on the way. So, we're just recording in one take until it's here. So, welcome to Eagle Zone, One Take. As schools teach you math and reading, they're also trying to instill some character in students. Central rolled out some new core values this year, and Eagle Zone's Preston Krieber is here with his One Take. Preston?
Brian, teachers have been brainstorming values they want students to embrace. They came up with the acronym SOAR.
Central High School has adopted core values that they want the student body to follow.
And we thought at Central High School we needed something to sort of like a mission statement or some sort of set of guidelines for our students to live by.
The slogan the school decided is SOAR, which stands for See Through, Own Your Actions, Adapt Your Plan, and Reflect or Revise.
I think this is a really important step in the direction of having a positive school culture and the environment at Central High School to be one where we recognize students when they're doing the right thing and helping them take responsibility for their actions.
This is a concept that's been in place for 5 years at one of the middle schools.
Core values at Simmons Middle School are respect, effort, attitude, and leadership.
Students are recognized for following these values, and Murley says the recognition leads to more positive behavior.
Well, our goals are generally to have a much more respectful, positive environment in the school and to encourage students to keep trying even if they maybe haven't mastered something yet.
This may just sound like more rules to follow. However, both schools are rewarding their students who are demonstrating their values.
And then the final thing that we've got in the works is to recognize students who are soaring and who are seeing things through and who are adapting their plan and revising. So you might see students who are getting their wings, and this is a program that the students or the teachers will be recognizing students when they have done improvements or made some great adjustments to their schedule or to their academic plan, just whatever it is in their life that they've really done well. So you might see some posters on lockers and students getting their wings and soaring.
Each term, every teacher recognizes one student, which adds up to over 300 students every year who have demonstrated the core values. Brian?
Thanks, Preston. We have students at Central this year from all over the world. Eagle Zone Sam Ryan introduces us to a couple here from across the pond.
This year, Aberdeen Central has 10 foreign exchange students representing 7 countries. The students who come get a chance to take different classes than they might back home. These two are taking a video elective.
I come from France, Paris in France.
My name is Filippo and I am a foreign exchange student. I'm from Italy.
As one might expect, there are extreme cultural differences between Europe and the US.
A thing that I love is, I think that is the people, because everybody is very kind, and if you find someone in the street that they say hi, hello, and in Italy it's a thing that not everybody do.
The fact that we can eat at 2 p.m. or at 5 p.m. this is very different, because in Europe we just eat the meal at 1 p.m. every day and the dinner at 8 p.m. every day.
With these differences in culture naturally come dissimilarity in schooling. Not only do the schools in Europe differentiate greatly from one another, they seem like an entirely different world in comparison to ours.
There are a lot of different subject of classes. We have a large choice, like now I'm in media production class. There is not at all this type of classes in France. We just have math, science, and French.
Everything is totally different. For example, my school is very small. It's smaller than this, and we every day we change our classes. So in the week we do 10 or 12 subjects difference. And it's the teacher that comes in your class, and it's not you that you have to go in the class of the teacher.
The generally accepting attitude here at Central and in Aberdeen as a community has reportedly helped them acclimate to the American day-to-day. Sam Ryan reporting for Eagle Zone.
The students are here through an organization called Forte. If you are interested in hosting foreign exchange students, you can contact them. There is a host family tab on their website. I'd like to take a minute to give a shout out to Dr. Uttermark and his terrible dad jokes. Here's one of them he's used. How do you fix a broken tuba? A tuba glue. Which brings me to our next story, the marching band. As our sports teams are competing this fall, so is the band. It already has a couple top 5 finishes in its season. You might hear this and think that this band sounds good, but their goal is to be better.
So my goal this year is to place high and at least do good and at least make our directors over there proud. That's pretty much it.
Placing finals at Festival of Bands in Sioux Falls later in the season, and then making sure the drumline gets good scores at all of our competitions.
Jeremy Shutter is the director. Think of him as a head coach of the marching band this year, but with some additions to the band, a larger coaching staff. With the new color guard instructor and the addition of a drumline coach.
That helps a lot because it allows you to dig into details a little bit more. Yeah, we actually filled out our staff more this year.
Which helps, not just an individual star or section improve, but the entire group.
It really takes all of them to really kind of kick it in. It's a true team sport in that sense. One individual can't burden the entire team or carry the entire team.
That team is working through an adjustment. The freshman class that came this year is smaller than the class that graduated last year.
Actually will be a bigger concern about graduating off a bigger senior class this year, and just really not sure what you're ever going to get for a new freshman class next year. Okay, that'll be a bigger concern next year.
Well, they will once again work to improve each morning practice outside Central High School. The marching band is traveling down to Sioux Falls this weekend to compete in the annual Festival of Bands tournament. They will be one of 25 groups there. Now I'll send it over to EagleZone's Austin Dabney for this week's sports story. Austin?
Brian, the boys' golf season is coming to a close very soon, and once again, like last year, they are very young.
The boys' golf team is 2 seniors, 2 juniors, 1 sophomore, and 2 8th graders. Carter Vilhauer, one of the 8th graders, is new to the team, but likes being on varsity.
It's better than playing middle school because the kids are actually better than you, and you have to really work for it.
The other 8th grader on the team, Cole Bruss, played varsity last year as a 7th grader, and this year he feels a lot less pressure.
I'd say with last year, I know most of the courses and have more experience, so it's better.
Bruss said playing all of the courses already has made him feel more confident this year. Senior Rylan Dykma has been very happy with how the season is going and the role the underclassmen are playing.
We're definitely getting better as the season goes on. Started pretty rough, but we're doing better. Yes, for sure. I feel like the golf team's only getting better with the underclassmen coming up. A couple 8th graders that are doing pretty good.
Having a strong group of underclassmen will be very good for seasons to come and will benefit them a lot.
The boys' golf team just got back last week from ESD and finished 8th with a combined score of 325. They'll head to Mitchell on October 3rd and 4th for the state AA golf tournament. Brian?
Thanks, Austin. That's all for this episode of EagleZone Live. I mean, one take. You can always watch our stories whenever you want by scrolling down to the EagleZone section of the school district website. That's aberdeen.k12.sd.us. Sending good thoughts your way with EagleZone, I'm Brian Odell Johnson.